I'm showing you exhibit number 119.
Okay. All right. That's good enough, Rick.
Okay. Actually, for the record, it's 119A, which is just sort of a close-up of 119.
Oh, okay.
And can I ask you if you can identify? Can you identify the subject matter of that photo?
Yeah, it's the picture of the samples that I received in that chain of custody, indicating, well, you can see the character that I used, the final character, to put it into that species category. It's the distance of the ocelli from the compound eye.
Okay, what I've done is I just put a ruler on top of the photo of this termite. Will that help you to sort of identify specifically what you've just described, ocelli, I believe?
No, I don't use a ruler to do that. It's the character is based on the width of the ocelli and the distance from, and the comparison of the width to the distance from the compound eye. So you don't need a ruler.
I'm sorry. What I'm trying to do is, if you could tell us first of all, what is ocelli, and how do I point it out to the jury as they're looking at this photo?
The ocelli is a simple light receptor structure on the head of many insects, and it's that's the compound eye on the lower corner of the ruler that you're pointing to now. If you drag that back just a little bit to right there, that white dot is the ocellus of the ocelli. Not that white dot, the one closer to the compound eye. Right there.
Okay, so the ocelli, it's kind of, it's not an eye, it's actually, it doesn't work as an eye, it works as something else. Can you explain that?
Well, what is an eye? I mean, it's a light receptor. It's a simple eye compared to the compound eye. Our eye is a light receptor.
Okay.
So they have a simple eye and a compound eye. It's just the relative distance between the two that separates two of the species that are described in the literature.
Okay, and so in just layman's terms, the distance from the compound eye to the ocelli makes this the eastern subterranean termite, according to your methodology?
Right.
And is this methodology recognized kind of throughout your scientific community? Or field?
It's used, yeah, it's used all over. It is the main character used to separate the adults of Reticulotermes flavipes and Reticulotermes virginicus. And
is there any way that you could be wrong? Is there any room for error in terms of that observation, in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, science is not an exact discipline, and we never published, but on an anecdotal level, there's a good 5 to 10% of any batch of specimens that that character isn't appropriate. So if you look at several, you can feel confident in 99% that you have the right species using that character. But looking at one single specimen is generally not appropriate.
Okay, so right now you're about 99% certain of the identification based just on this photograph?
No, not on that photograph, based on my look at the specimens when I had them in my possession.
Okay. I'm going to show you another photograph, exhibit number 120. I'm going to put it on the document camera.